All right, so I'm thrilled to introduce our featured presenter this week, AJ. Many of us know that AJ is a jack of all trades. He's most proud of making the decision to start this business, Touch of Swag. That the linchpin for him was really making that decision and moving forward with that in his life. Some things everyone might not know about AJ that he's been a roller skater for 22 years. And in fact, at one point in his life, he was even looking into going pro as a jam skater, which is like a dance skater. While he still skates a lot, he's grown a passion for the gym as well, where he spends at least 5 days a week. AJ also loves to write. In fact, he's a part of a meetup group that meets once a week to come together, sit down at a table, and write short stories. AJ's always been creative his entire life, and his creative work is what has led him to this business, Touch of Swag, and really to what it's become today. I'm excited to introduce AJ Lambert with Touch of Swag as he presents his topic on Your Clients Don't Deserve Holiday Gifts. AJ, I'll give you the floor and I'll give you that 2-minute warning as well.
So much, Whitney, for that wonderful introduction. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Hopefully everyone can see this. Perfect. It looks like you guys are able to see it now. So I have the wonderful privilege of being the first speaker in December, and so it felt timely for me to start with this presentation. Your clients don't deserve holiday gifts. Let me see if this will work. And now that I have your attention, let me take some time to explain why. I want to start off with talking about a little bit about the truth about clients. As we all know, clients are absolutely necessary for our business. Without clients, bills don't get paid, things don't happen. We sit around twiddling our thumbs with nothing to do. And as one of my mentors always says, without clients, you have a hobby, not a business. That's the way it works. And so it's important to recognize just how important clients are for our business. Now, the truth is, not all clients are equal, but I think we can say that we have all probably worked with some really amazing clients in the past. You can probably think of a few off the top of your head that were absolutely wonderful, and you'd probably like to work with a lot more of those people. That said, you can probably also think of a few that were maybe not as amazing to work with. You know, some people that have made it through that you worked with, but you probably wouldn't do it again if given the choice, you know. And that's just the nature of business. We work with some people that are great, some people that aren't. Regardless, it's probably fair to say that many of us are in business because we love to help others, aka our clients. That's the reason we got into what we're doing. It's the reason that many of us are so passionate about the things that we do. We love to help those people that we work with. And here's the truth, right? Clients are the lifeblood of our business. Now you're probably thinking, of course, AJ, that's why I'm sending them a gift to show my appreciation. That's great. Holidays are a time of giving, and it's definitely the time of year that people are thinking about giving to other people. But here's the big but, right? I want you to beware this holiday gifting trap. And I'm going to talk about what I mean by this holiday gifting trap here in just a second. So here are some of the dangers of this idea of just holiday gifting from a business perspective. And think about this. Everything I'm going to talk about right now is specifically for business and clients. I'm not talking about your personal gifting. I'm talking about your gifting to those people that you work with in your business on the day-to-day. So most businesses are going to be gifting around the holidays. That makes sense. It's the time of year when people are thinking about this. Christmas is the time of year when we give gifts, and so this is naturally the time when this comes to mind. But the truth is, since everybody is going to be gifting at this point, your gifts are going to be lost in the pile of other thank you cards and other gifts that your clients have received from their other businesses that they do work with, right? It's kind of an expected thing, and sometimes it just lacks that wow factor. And because it's something that we often think about at this time of year, it unfortunately becomes a last-minute thought, which usually means that the gift is probably not as good as it could have been if we'd taken a little bit more time throughout the year to be strategic in planning. Sometimes it just misses the mark. And the truth is, I think we all know that our clients deserve a lot better. They really are the reason that we are here, and we really should be spending more time working on being strategic and setting better gifts to them. So instead, I'd like to propose a few other things. I want you guys to think about this. I want you to start planning your gifting on a yearly schedule. I don't want you to just wait until the end of the year thinking, oh, holiday, now is the perfect time to send gifts. Instead, look at your calendar and think about some different times throughout the year when you can send some gifts unexpectedly. That's number 2 right there, right? Send gifts at unexpected times. The bonus here is that your gifts, they're not going to be competing with anyone else if you're sending a gift in March or maybe June or maybe September, right? You're not competing with other people because most people are thinking gift giving during the holidays. Another thing I want you to think about, send something functional. And you'll see that I emphasize the fun there. That's a me thing, but I really do think it's important to send a gift that people will both enjoy, but will also be useful. And in that note, you'll notice that I say here, avoid consumables like foods that are gone after they're used one time. Now, food is great, but you run into a few potential issues here, right? It's hard to account for food allergies, for food tastes, and things of that nature. So unless you know your clients very well, it's best to avoid this. Plus, you only get a one-time use out of food gifts, whereas a more functional gift, let's say, someone mentioned this earlier in the small breakout group I was in, Cutco, as an example, right? Cutco is a functional gift, right? I'm not saying to give that, but it is an example of something that you can give that people are going to use on the day to day, so it stays in front of people. And then another thing that people always think about is what can I get for the least amount of money? But I'm going to warn you here, don't be cheap. Your goal with gifting to your clients is to show appreciation and love for the fact that they have helped you in your business. Yes, of course you serve them. Yes, of course you help them, but you wouldn't be here without them. So don't be cheap. Your mentality here should not be what is the least I can get away with, but what is the most I can get away with? What is something that I can do to really wow them and show them that I appreciate them being a client? So I want you guys to get ready to screenshot this next slide. I'm going to give you a little outline of what to do when you're setting up your gifting strategy here. And here's what it looks like. This is a strategic gifting overview. I want you to think, because you can probably name dozens, hundreds, maybe more clients that you have worked with throughout the course of your business, the course of your career. But I want you to take a step back and think about 10 people. So select your 10 best clients. That may be because of monetary value, or it may be because they are people that you really enjoyed working with, right? The value of a client being good is not just necessarily their monetary value, right? Some people you enjoy working with. And so I want you to think of your 10 best clients. Now I want you to determine that client lifetime value, the LTV. Your budget is going to be 5 to 10% of this number generally. If your client is worth, let's say, $1,000 over the course of their lifetime with you, then your budget is going to be between $50 and $100. I will generally say you probably don't want to go less than $100 per person because you're going to be sending 2 to 3 gifts. And so that $100 budget needs to go across at least 2, perhaps 3 gifts. And $50 a gift is probably about where you want to be sitting to buy something that's actually going to be functional and nice. So the next step is select those 2 to 3 gifts per person. And a hint here is you are going to be able to buy the same gift for multiple people. You don't necessarily have to pick a unique gift for every single person. You can pick something that's really nice that will go across multiple clients, right? An example here would be perhaps people love Yeti. Yeti tumblers are very nice, and they kind of fall within around that $40 to $50 range. With a little bit of personalization, they turn out to be a really great, yes, thank you, Dr. Aaron. They turn out to be a really great gift that people will use on the regular because they're a very high quality gift.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Now, thank you. The next thing I want you to do is select 2 to 3 dates on your calendar. The big note here is avoid big holidays. Think smaller things. Think Valentine's Day. Think President's Day. Think other holidays or other days of the year. Personalize these gifts Do not brand them. And this is a big one. People often, when they get into gifting, they want to put their information on the gift, but the gift is about the recipient, not about you. They already know your business, they already know you. So in this case, it's time to think about them and appreciate them. So personalize, do not brand. Another big one is send these gifts with handwritten appreciation notes. The notes must be handwritten. Do not type these, write them out by hand. This is an important touch. And then don't forget to call in between those gifts. It's still a relationship that you are developing. Stay in touch with people in between sending those gifts. The benefit here is that you end up with deeper relationships. And as a result, something that we all want in BNI, more referrals. So the whole thing here is that intentionality is key to success, especially when it comes to client gifting. And I want you guys to remember here, I'm going to call right back to the beginning. Your clients don't deserve holiday gifts. What they deserve is an intentional relationship with you where you show appreciation to them. Now, I know that that is a lot to think about, and you probably have a few more questions. So with that in mind, I'm actually excited to announce, for those of you that actually noticed perhaps on the slide this week, that I have officially shifted to the relationship marketing seat in the chapter. I am no longer holding the promotional product seat. From now on, I will be focusing exclusively on relationship marketing. So what does that mean? It means that moving forward, Touch of Swag will be serving our clients by focusing on the most important relationships in your business. Prospects, you've heard me talk about curiosity campaigns and ways to wow people at the beginning. Clients, mentors, referral partners, strategic gifting, this thing that I just mentioned just now, and then employees. You've heard me talk about company culture, and Angela has seen this in action before. What it's like to show appreciation and give gifts to your employees. We are now, Touch of Swag is now a relationship experience agency. We're focused on building systems to attract and retain amazing clients and turn them into raving fans who become your best referral partners. So let's be intentional in our relationship development. Our clients deserve better. Let's talk. Here's my information.